Hello,
Hi guys,
I'm Tatiana,
I'm Angel.
and we're the Makers HQ. Okay, before we start the new video for today, I just want to tell you thank you, because we are at 162 subscribers. So fantastic. And I know that I talk about it every time. If this is your first time, I hope you will enjoy the video. And if you're watching us again, I know I talk about it every time, but it's because we are so happy. So
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you.
So today, we're going to be working on sublimation on glass. I'm super excited. It's the first time we're doing it. It's going to be glass with polycrylic and another piece of the glass without polycrylic. So let's get to it.
Okay, so this is the piece of glass. It's huge. I was shy to ask the person to cut it, so we decided to do this part, which I don't know if you can see it. There is a line right here. So from here all the way to the end, it has the polycrylic on it. All right. I used a brush, and actually you can see the lines. I don't know if I should use something else next time.
A
like
roller,
maybe you
I
can
think.
use a roller. Yeah, I didn't think about the lines, but it doesn't look bad. But you get lines, and then on this side, this tiny part, it has nothing. It's just the glass. So we're gonna try on this side first to see if the design even come out, and then the bigger part. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so I put the tape on the design. It's gonna be like this. Well, no, you can read it like this, right? And because we're not using the vinyl, we are trying to do this with the polycrylic. The design, we're just gonna put it like, because I have seen people doing the vinyl first, and then the design, they put it like on top of the vinyl, but upside down.
Yeah,
Like,
so what they'll usually do is they'll put the vinyl and then they'll put the piece of sublimation at the bottom, and they'll turn
exactly, like a
the
sandwich.
Exactly.
Yes.
But we're doing it straight
Onto the glass, so there is no like nothing like, oh, we're gonna do it like if you were doing a t-shirt or any other design. So we're gonna try now on the side of with no polycrylic, and the part that has polycrylic, we're gonna leave it outside the machine because I don't know what can happen. I just want to do the design on it. I don't want to risk it. I don't know what can happen if we just put it under the machine. And the temperature is, we're doing it at 385,
Yes.
or 186 Celsius for 190 seconds,
Yes.
and we'll see.
Now, as always, you will want for the piece to be protected and for your machine to be protected. So we're definitely going to put a piece of paper on top to make sure that everything is okay as we're doing the sublimation. Okay?
And also, we don't know the pressure, like how much pressure we have to do. Like, we don't want to do a lot of pressure. That's why this is a test.
Yeah.
We're just doing normal pressure, like the one that you easily close the thing. You don't have to force it. But if we see that nothing happens, we're gonna increase
Yes,
the
definitely.
pressure for the next one.
So
Okay.
here we go.
Protection gloves. They are not heat proof, but they do the job.
We'll see. But we learned our lesson because last time we had them with the blue, and then on the heat, they transferred because they're like plastic.
The tiny plastics, these ones, they transfer onto the, what were we doing? Acrylic.
Acrylic.
We're doing it.
It has a blue line. Okay.
Okay, so we just open it, and now we're gonna leave it like 2 minutes so it gets it cools off, because we don't want to, even this, I don't think I can do much with the gloves. I'm gonna put it on the table.
They're
and
not heat proof, but they
I know.
are basically.
But I can tell you if anything happened. Wait, let me see. Okay.
We never do this without polycrylic.
Because nothing transfer, I think. Look, oh, something transfer, but very little. So it didn't take it. Let me move it this way so people can see it. Okay, so here, see? It transfer very little from, let me see the design.
The whole thing
the
is
design remains the same. Beeping. and this one transfer this. So now, well, this is good. This is telling us that
And it made a crack.
it cracked it. Look, oh wow. Okay, so second try. The first one, it was a complete failure. Not only the glass cracked, also nothing transferred. Like, it's useless. So now we're gonna go with the good side, the side that has the polycrylic, and this is the design. You can even see it, but it's okay. What do we do with the temperature? We decrease the temperature.
We decrease the temperature because we're not sure that this high temperature was the best thing for this piece, but there were so many factors to it. Like, there was a piece that was outside of the machine. So we're like, could it have been the pressure on only that side? Also, the fact that when we had about 20 seconds left, we started to smell the glass / sublimation. It didn't smell
Something
right.
was cooking in there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we decided, okay, instead of 190 seconds, decrease it to 160 seconds. And then also, I had seen in some videos that people warmed the bottom and the top, so that because they were doing the sublimation from the bottom. But for this, I decided it might not hurt us to do it from the bottom and the top, just so that the glass is even on both sides. Okay, so I'm not sure that I decreased the temperature. I said I decreased the temperature, but I only thought it. I didn't do it. So we're gonna do in Fahrenheit 385, we said 160 seconds. We did tape down the image so that there's no ghosting when we remove the sublimation. So don't forget to put your paper to protect. And in this case, we're using the Teflon, and we will see you in a couple of seconds.
Okay, so we just heard something popping in there. Like, we feel like something cracked in there. So we'll see. Now we're 5 seconds away. We're gonna open it and show you what happened, right? Okay, so far we see the paper only. I think I can remove this.
Oh, shoot.
Something transferred.
Something transferred and something cracked, but I don't see the crack.
Yeah, the crack is right here, look. There is a tiny crack, yeah. But it transferred. Look. The ink, everything is gone. Like, it took a lot of ink. So now I'm gonna try to take it like this. Do you think I can put it on the table?
Do you think we should leave it for a couple of minutes, or it's good?
Yeah, we can.
So we're gonna leave it for a couple of
here.
minutes. Yeah, for sure. Oh, but we already knew that.
Exactly.
And right now it looks like this because there's a brown behind it. And as soon as we'll have it, but I'm sad that it cracked. So I'm thinking that it might just be the time.
Yes.
We put it at 140 seconds. 160 seconds, and we heard it crack when there was 40 seconds left. So at 120 seconds.
Yes.
So at 2 minutes, it cracked.
So I'm gonna take it over there.
Okay, so this is the recap. All right, so as you can see, the piece with the polycrylic came out beautiful. I'm actually super happy with that. And what this makes me think is, like, polycrylic is great for anything, because I guess it's just depending on how hot or the pressure, or also how long, but in the end it does what it's supposed to do.
Yeah,
And
as long as you put the polycrylic creates this, like, poly coat.
Yeah, the bond.
The bonds, the ink and the material that
Exactly.
you're using. Therefore, I guess on anything that you put on will work. It comes down to how easy and difficult you can make your pieces, because if we had used the what's the name? If we had used the vinyl, it would have been faster.
For
Like,
sure.
we just cut the vinyl, put it for 15 seconds,
Exactly.
transfer, boom, that's it.
Exactly.
In this case, we wanted to see if with the actual liquid, which is the polycrylic,
Yeah, if it actually worked, but it does take longer. So
It
it's
takes
always
longer,
recommended
yes.
that you put it for 24 to 48 hours. We usually leave it for about 48 hours, put it, and then put a second coat, and then just live our lives. So that is very interesting. Okay, so the cons of using glass are basically that if you use the wrong temperature, or I think it's not the wrong temperature, I think it's the wrong time, you can see cracks. So in this one, there's a lot of cracks. And then we did hear a crack as well when we were doing the one with the polycrylic. We actually heard it when it was at about 120 seconds into the sublimation printing.
Yeah.
So we said that if we're gonna do it again, we would do it at 100 seconds for the same amount of temperature. I don't know. We saw things that said like if you have tempered glass, all these things. So we do have to test more in order to see what we would get the best, like results for, especially since it's glass. But I do think that this already showed us that it can be done. Maybe the pressure has to be lower. We have to really see.
Yes, we have to keep testing. I feel like the key, I think it was like you said, in the time.
Yeah.
The time. We have to reduce the time, decrease the time, like to 120, 100,
Yeah.
somewhere there. That's because we don't know. Maybe the polycrylic takes the ink so well that it doesn't need so much time.
And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, since the polycrylic takes it so well, maybe it doesn't even need that much pressure. It just needs to have it bond and heat up, and that's it. So those are all things that we are going to look at next time we do it, because you still want to do it.
Of course,
and
of course.
So that's it.
And it's perfect. I love the results.
So do we say yes or no?
Of course, yes. Right. Just when you find your way, just go for it.
When you find your way, go for it. All right, so that's
guys,
it for that.
See you on the way out. Bye.
Phew! Okay, so as always, it's always an extremely fun time when we're trying sublimation onto different materials. Yes. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, please
like and subscribe.
Yes, and we will see you next time. All right? Thank you.